The 9th of December 2024 was not a good day for indie games. And not because indie games fell off, but because the classic tale of AI is le bad. So, not much changing in the world. In today's story, Funko Pops. You know, those little figures people collect and never open, and then get really obsessive to the point they have a whole wall of just boxes of Funko Pops. And then they say, no, it's not an obsession, I just collect them as a hobby. Yeah, those Funko Pops. I think I have like 2 or 4, and they were all gifts from family for Christmas. Most of them are broken now as well. Anyway, Funko, the company, for some reason managed to take down a staple of the indie games community known as itch.io. And a few questions you might have. What is itch.io? How did they do this? And why exactly did they do this? Well, firstly, I don't know why you'd click on a video about itch.io without knowing what it is, but if it's the case where you might have just found the video and are interested in the subject, here's an explanation. Itch.io. No, it's not the funny eat your enemies game like Agario or Snake.io. The site uses .io because, I don't know. Input, output, funny nerd stuff. Look, I did like 3 years of JavaScript and I barely touched web development. Web dev humor would just fly over my head. But itch.io, the actual website, is a cornerstone for indie game developers. It's a way for smaller devs to distribute their games for free because, if you didn't know, to distribute an app on Steam, you have to pay an initial $100 fee. I don't know about Epic Games. No one uses the Epic Games Store unless it's for like Fortnite, right? However, I should clarify, the way games are put onto itch is through a command prompt called Butler, yap, more nerd stuff, but the way Butler uploads the game is through a zip file. Now, I don't know much about how moderated these uploads are. For example, if they have an initial moderation for the zip that's uploaded, and then can be altered at a later date without any moderation. Because that's pretty much what it's like on Steam. Like, remember when everyone wanted a graphics card Bitcoin mine, and then suddenly a bunch of shovelware games with hidden Bitcoin mines were all put onto Steam? God, imagine spending $100 just to put out an epic AI-generated slop FPS game that no one's gonna play to run your crypto mine farm. It's actually wild. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's how itch games are moderated, but if that is the case, then it could be pretty easy to slip in some not so nice files into those games. So if you ever get a random DM on Discord asking you to play and test out their itch.io game, probably don't download it. Another thing about itch.io is it's a really good hub for game jams. Game jams are basically events for game developers that can last up to any amount of time, and within that time period you have to make a game on a certain topic. It could be a couple of hours, maybe a day, maybe even a week, or possibly even a month, and it's a really good way to push your way into the game dev sphere if you're interested in doing something like that. I've participated in a few, uploading some of my own little games to itch.io, like for example this game right here called Nosy. It was dog shit. Basically, the premise of the game was you were running around a little village and you had to sniff out cake around the map. It's so stupid when I think back on it. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was honestly really embarrassed by the code, but I still enjoyed the process of making the game and then showing it to the other developers within that game jam. It was honestly just a fun little experience.
Yeah, alright, fuck this. Fuck this.
I then later went on to make a Steam game and made a little video talking about my experience making the game. And now I do animation-based videos on my main channel, which you should definitely watch. So anyway, in short, itch.io is a really cool website where you can find lots of small little indie games and can even use it to push into the indie developer community if you want it. But I think it's where YouTubers like Markiplier and 8-Bit Ryan, my goats, find a lot of those games. So seriously, check out itch.io. Not a paid shield, by the way. Now that you've had my lore dump exposition on what itch.io is, or if you skipped it using the YouTube chapter system, hi, welcome back. I can now tell you about how Funko, the evil company, took down the little guy itch.io. Well, first off, it wasn't exactly Funko that took them down. Look, I'll just show you the tweet. And you can tell how hot off the press this news is because this tweet is literally like 4 hours old from the point of scripting this video. And I think from recording, it's like, I don't know, 5, maybe 6 hours. I don't know. I can't see right now. I'm in VR. I kid you not, itch.io has been taken down by @OriginalFunko because they used some trash AI-powered brand protection software called Brand Shield that created some bogus phishing report to our registrar, I Want My Name, who ignored our response and just disabled the domain. Anyways, I hope you're all having a nice Sunday evening. So the Brand Shield thing seems to be the thing what got itch.io taken down. And of course, it's AI. It seems that some people just can't do anything without AI needing to be their solution anymore. I can understand if AI is used as a tool, right? For example, with video and photo editing, there are AI-powered tools to help make the editing process easier, such as auto subtitles or Photoshop's AI removing background feature. Those are what I would call more ethical uses of AI. However, it turns a bit grey when you bring generative AI into the picture. A lot of the data the generative AI model receives its information from tends to be, well, without the consent of the people it's taking the data from. And believe it or not, but people don't really like it when you take their stuff without their permission. Take the exodus from Twitter to Blue Sky, for example. Follow my Blue Sky, by the way. Twitter for the artist community was kind of already on its last legs before that announcement, but when Elon Musk made the announcement saying that any picture you post to Zitter.com can be used for his Grok AI was kind of just the straw that broke the camel's back for a lot of people. So yeah, generative AI is a little bit controversial, and using that same AI for moderation or copyright purposes is just downright stupid. There are some jobs that just really should be for humans and just humans alone. Something like Brand Shield is exactly that. Itch.io was taken down for phishing reports because AI said so. There are just so many things wrong with this, and this shows further proof as to why we can't rely on AI as much as people preach to do so. And again, if you're using AI as a tool, I personally don't see an issue in this. It's just you really need to draw that line between AI tools and AI just straight up taking over a job. Itch.io is thankfully back up now, of course. It was only down for about like 5 hours. So even though their domain provider, I Want My Name, took down their website, at least they brought it up fairly swiftly. I don't know, that's up to you to decide how fair that is. But this really goes to show how AI being used as a moderator is extremely dangerous, and imagine what implications this could have if this were to happen to some bigger companies. Now, finally, I'm sure you're dying to know the reason as to why Funko took down Itch. Well, I mean, if you watch the video, I don't think it was Funko that took down Itch exactly. It was Funko that took down Itch, just it was on the behalf of Brand Shield, which is an AI, so, yeah, take that how you will. I don't know, maybe the Funko CEO's kid got hacked because he got a DM on Discord asking him to play their itch.io game, and then he just got mad at itch.io. The only actual reason I can see the AI even reporting Itch is probably the malware scams, which I spoke about earlier. Other than that, it's just stupid if you ask me. Hi, Future Karma here. So it turns out that's not the end of it. It's not over. There's more. Yeah. So there was a new tweet from Itch just saying, this is not a joke. Funko just called my mom. And it's just the mom saying, I got a strange call from a company about accusationary, statements on your social media account. Call me. I'd be a bit worried if my mum said that to me, but whether that's fake or not is that's hilarious. But there is still some more serious stuff to talk about. Also, Pirate Software commented underneath the tweet saying insane behavior if true. Yeah, I mean, if Pirate Software is mad, then you know it's not a good situation. So the actual Funko account tweeted saying, yeah, honestly, that's a lot to read, and the video's kind of already getting long enough, so you can just pause the video and watch it right there if you want. You don't need me reading it out for you. But basically, for the short version of the tweet, they were talking about a recent game that was released called Funko Fusion, which is a video game, I guess, and it was put on itch.io. So then the brand protection partner, Brand Shield, decided to take down the whole website because one page had the game on it. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, the comments weren't very happy on this tweet, honestly, and I don't blame them. That's not a very fun situation to be in. But anyway, Brand Shield also made a tweet saying, we want to address the recent reports surrounding a website takedown. Again, just more words on the screen, just yap, 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 just more yapping. It's just, It's stupid if you ask me, honestly. It's basically just regurgitating the same sort of stuff the Funko tweet said, but what's more is the tweet's also got community noted, and it's great. It's hilarious whenever a tweet gets community noted. Like, for example, this one: entire domains do not go down on the basis of a copyright takedown request on an individual URL. This is a direct result of fraudulent claims of malicious activity. And once again, this is just showing why AI is not meant to be used for human jobs. So yeah, once again, AI should be a tool, not for human jobs. And yeah, so that's about it. See ya. Okay, you're gay, by the way.